4 update.
Dr. Jackson to pediatrics.
Tina,
Dr. Jackson.
I was just on my way to see Renee. How's she doing?
Ah, she's fine, considering that she just had a visit from Carlo.
Carlo was there again?
Yeah, he's everywhere. Everywhere you go.
It's outrageous. Security should be able to keep him out of her room.
Well, he probably owns security like he owns everything else.
Tina, the man may be a menace. He's not all-powerful. Certainly has no right to continue to visit Renee and pretend that he cares about her when all the time he's simply making life a living hell for you and the rest of us.
Vicky, listen. This is all my fault. Everything is, and... Oh, I'm afraid to say that I think I made it even worse.
Daddy, come back!
Do you want to get shot?
Daddy! I want my father, and I saw him here. I saw him with
Gone.
you.
He's gone, Alex, for his good and for your
Don't
good.
you dare tell me what's good for me. I have to make sure.
Come here, come on.
Stop it!
Listen, just settle down. If I let you go, you promise you're not going to run? Okay. No, come here. God, you gave me your word.
I lied to you, so what? You lied to me. No, I have to go see if he's okay.
No, Alex, listen. He is okay. He's gone. He's gone. Do you understand that? Now, you can just take it easy.
Don't you dare tell me to take it easy. Don't you tell me what to do. You are not my friend. You keep your hands off me and stay away from me.
Well, so much for your day off. After all that planning and everything just to pamper you and to help you relax, good old Jake Harrison shows up again and ruins everything again. You know, I just don't know what goes with that guy. You know, he doesn't think of anybody but himself. If he wants to walk, he walks. If he turns around and starts acting like a jealous boyfriend, you're just supposed to drop everything. What's the matter, Megan?
I don't know. You tell me. Was Jake right? Have you been lying to me all along?
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
I can't believe I'm on your side, Alex.
Oh, yes, of course you are. That's why you lied to me about my father.
No, it's not as simple as you want to think it
It
is.
seems pretty simple to me. I come here, you're in the park with my father. Don't tell me you ran into him because you were taking a stroll. I followed you from the studio. You had a meeting with him.
Yeah, we had a meeting set.
And you just didn't think it was important enough to tell me about it? Tell me, Bo. When did you first contact my father?
All right, you give me a chance, I'll explain the whole thing to you.
Oh, you just tell me, bottom line, how long you've been lying
All right,
to me.
you want the bottom line?
Yes.
Listen to me then. Yeah, I was in contact with your father on the phone and in person. He contacted me. I didn't have a chance to tell you. The whole thing surprised me, Alex.
Maybe you couldn't have told me in advance, but you could have told me after he contacted you.
He made me promise not to tell you. He demanded that, okay?
That doesn't make any sense to me. He had time to talk to you, he had time to meet with you, and not to see his own daughter?
His primary function in this whole thing was to protect you. And whether you want to believe it or not, that's my function too.
Did I ask you to protect me?
No, but in this case,
It's
you
not
needed
about a
it.
case, this is about my dad.
I know that.
Well, then you should also know I shouldn't be treated like a child who can't be trusted with the truth. You know, if nothing else, I thought we at least trusted each other.
This has nothing to do with trust.
It does to me. I was your friend, Bo Buchanan.
I am your friend, Alex.
Then prove it. You tell me everything that you know about my father. I want to know everything you know right now.
Fine, not here.
Why not here? What the hell difference does it make where we are?
I'll tell you when we meet with my partner.
Partner?
Yeah.
You have a partner in this, too? Does everybody in town know about this
I
except
don't know.
me?
I'll explain it when we get there. Come on.
When I try to explain to her why I'm a little bit suspicious about Carlo being involved in this movie, and when I even tell her that I think that her precious Hunter might be mixed up in the thing, does she say thank you? Is she grateful to me for trying to protect her? No. Does she so much as give me a hug or a kiss? Anything like that, any kind of sign, forget about it.
Jake, you and Macon been through tough times together, huh? And you always come out on the other side now. Don't give up.
I'm not giving up. I'm not going to quit. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'm not giving up no matter what she wants. Anyway, she's in trouble. I can't quit on her.
Oh, you mean Carlo?
Yeah, Carlo. He's not back in this film because he wants to win an Oscar and anything like that. He's got an angle. That guy's always got an angle, and if Megan gets in his way, then...
Jake and Lucky to the rescue like the good old days? Huh?
You got it.
Hey, yeah, you know, I still got that gun, and I've been one heck of a shot.
Lucky, no, forget it. No more trying to scare Carlo away, okay?
Okay, so we deal with Carlo a different way. But listen, I can still scare the pants off a hunter, huh? And that way, you got Megan all to yourself.
Listen, I appreciate the offer, but if I'm gonna win her back, I should probably do it fair and square.
Oh, come on. Just one little nick on him, huh? He'll be on that flight back to L.A. so quick.
No guns, no bombs, no scare tactics, please, nothing, okay? Got it?
Okay. However you want to play it, huh? But listen, I gotta get back to the club for the reopening. I gotta schedule a lot of stuff. Is there anything else that you need?
No. Good luck.
Okay, hey, good luck to you, too.
I'm gonna need it.
What kind of question is that? Of course, I've never lied to you. What would even make you... What did Jake say to you?
That Carlo Hesser is involved in the making of this film?
Oh, what?
Yes, and that according to Jake, Carlo Hesser is behind the scenes, manipulating Chad and possibly manipulating you as well. He says it's all just a part of a big setup for some underworld scheme. If I don't get out now, I could be in danger.
And what about the part where the Martian invaders come down to steal our precious bodily fluid?
When Jake said this, he sounded very sincere.
Megan, don't you see what he's doing?
He was just trying to warn me.
No, he's manipulating you. See, if he couldn't win you back by dragging you off the set, he's gonna have to resort to psychological warfare. He's trying to frighten you into quitting the film. I mean, he's obviously let his jealousy get the better of him.
I didn't want to think that, but...
Yeah, but you have no choice. Look, either I've been lying to you or Jake's gone completely off the deep end. What do you think, Megan, based on experience?
I don't know. He also told me that Charlotte could see.
She can see. I thought she...
Yes, everyone thought she was blind, but a few weeks ago, she got her sight back.
And he knew then?
Yes.
And he didn't tell you? Well, I thought the only reason he was staying away from you was because Charlotte was blind. And why did he wait to tell you?
He said he was protecting me. Protecting me while he checked out Carlo.
What?
I know. Made up this big story, hoping that I was going to buy the whole thing and then fall into his arms as if nothing had ever happened between the two of us. Right now, I just don't know whether to laugh or cry about this whole thing.
Well, neither. Just tell me the truth, Megan. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to go back to Jake?
No matter how you phrase it, Tina, there is no denying the fact that you and Cord have destroyed valuable evidence.
I know, Vicky, but I didn't know what else we could do. Carlo was threatening to go to the police, so we had to take the car and get it repainted and get it fixed and sell it right away before he did that. The problem is that I thought it would get rid of Carlo, but it only made him more angry.
What did he say to Renee?
I don't really know. Renee wouldn't go into it, but he did say that he wouldn't let up, and Carlo doesn't care about the law, but he knows it. He said that if you don't prosecute me, that you're obstructing the justice, and that's all he said. But Renee got the message.
So do I. He intends to blackmail me.
Well, now you know what I mean when I said that I made things worse.
No question about it. He's got a noose around my neck now. All he has to do is tug on it.
Vicky, I'm sorry. I thought that when I was getting the car fixed that I was doing the right thing. Please forgive me.
Oh, you were under a tremendous strain, Tina.
Yeah, but I ruined your career. And Carlo wins. I played right into his hands. He's going to get my baby. He's going to get everything else that I love.
No, he's not going to win, all right? You have to stop being so intimidated by that man. Charlie possibly won't even carry through on this blackmail threat. And even if he does, what can happen? I'm not going to give in to his demands.
What? What if it costs you the mayor's office.
Well, then it cost me the mayor's office. I will gladly sacrifice that to stop Carlo from adopting your baby.
No, I won't let that happen.
You have no choice in the matter, darling. I am your ally in this, whether you like it or not.
I really love you for saying that, but it doesn't matter. Whatever we do, if we play with Carlo or if we fight against him, it doesn't matter because he wins. He always wins.
Well, he's not going to win. Not this time, but you have to be strong. You really do. Promise me you will. Listen, I'm going to go and see Renee. Find out what Carlos said to her. Wait for me here, will you, please?
I'll wait. Got nowhere else to go.
Well, nobody follows.
I could have told you that, Bo. Whoever took the shot at Alex's father is long gone by now. Besides, they want Nat.
Who is they? Look, you said you'd give me the story, the entire story. Now, either you give it to me, or I'm going to find out my own way. It's up to you.
Fine. This might be news to you too, Jake.
You've been holding something back, huh?
Join the club. Please keep talking.
Do you know what your father was working on before he went underground?
He was a chemist.
No, I don't mean what he was. I mean what he was working on. See, 10 years ago, he came up with this mind-altering drug that could turn a brain into molding clay.
Wait a minute. My mother, after they split up, she told me about something. She said he was close to something. Something to be used for research in psychiatric rehabilitation. But she said he went straight to the feds when he found out that certain people were funding his research for their own reasons.
Yeah, but listen. This is why her father got involved in the whole witness protection plan. We already know this. This is old news, Bo.
I know. It is. But see, it's that formula that people want to get their hands on. Now, according to Nat, this does have humanitarian purposes, this formula. I mean, it can help with psychological trauma. It can help with people with memory loss. Or if it falls into the wrong hands, it can control people. It can turn people right into robots.
Well, that must be why the syndicate wants the drug.
That's why Carlo Hesser wants a drug.
Carlo.
Yeah. I broke into his suite and opened up his safe. And in there I found a reference to the Shadow Man.
Are you saying that Carlo Hesser and my father have
No,
signed
Carlo
a deal
Hesser
going
is
on?
the guy who's been tracking your father halfway around the world because he wants that new formula.
So her father confirmed that. So there's a possible connection here?
Possible.
What connection?
Well, if everything that Bo says is true, then your father is connected to the movie that's being made here in Landview.
See, Carlo Hesser's the guy that put the money up for the movie.
Oh, wait a minute. My father is a scientist. He's not involved in making movies.
Oh, don't sell your father short. I'm sure he's involved in a lot of things that you're not aware of, Alex. Like this drug and Carlo and Megan and Hunter and the movie and Chad.
And we just have to figure out how all these things fit together.
No, I can't go back to Jake, not now.
That's not what I asked you.
All right, I don't want to go back to Jake. Is that what you want to hear? Not after everything that's passed between us. Too many half-truths, too many secrets. Besides, I mean, can I live with a guy who's only honest half the time?
It's a good question. But on the other hand...
Of course, Jake has never been particularly honest with me. When I first met him, he was pretending to be somebody else.
From what you've told me, he's kept on this pretense. Again and again. And yet you still moved in with him, you still lived with him.
So I wasn't thinking straight. I was blinded by love.
Are you...
Well, you know, that happens. Believe me, it happens to a lot of people. Love is that way. It just confuses you. It makes you see what you want to see instead of what really is.
You sure that you see things more clearly now?
Yeah. I'm sorry that I do, but yes, I don't think that Jake's lying is over. I thought that maybe if we got together, that would change, but...
Well, love can do a lot of things. It can even work miracles. But not always.
I know. I just can't believe that Jake is lying to me about all of this. It's one thing to lie to me about Charlotte getting her sight back, but it's another thing to fabricate this whole story about you and Carlo.
The one word that keeps coming into my head is jealousy. Jake sees me as a rival, then he would say anything or do anything to make me look bad in your eyes. Maybe he succeeded.
I don't know what to think anymore. I've always trusted you. I've rarely trusted Jake. But everything is so confusing. It's just so hard to understand.
Well, then let me simplify things. Chad, you come over here?
What are you doing?
I hate to see a lady confused. I'm gonna clear up this whole mess once and for all.
Well, if it isn't my favorite director and my favorite star, what can I do for the two of you today?
Well, for starters, Chad, you can give us some answers.
Well, net is after the profits, gross is before.
No, Chad, this is serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. What's the problem? Is your dressing room too small, Megan? Because I tell you, if you need a special
nothing to do with
assistant...
that.
Actually, Chad, the word is out that your bank account comes courtesy of Carlo Hesser.
I beg your pardon?
Carlo Hesser, one of the biggest members of the mob.
I read the papers. I know who he is. What, do I look like somebody who'd be involved with the mob here?
Look, Chad, don't snow us. We just want the truth.
That's what I'm doing, okay? Who says differently? Well, come on, come on, come on. I think I've got a right to know, okay? Who's spreading the rumor about me?
Jake told me.
Jake. Jake Harrison, huh? And you believe him?
Look, he sounded very sincere. I just have to say one thing. I can't do a film where Carlo Hester's involved.
Megan, sweetheart, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. I mean it. There's nothing. What do you want to see, the prospectus on this film, huh? You can see all the work you want, and I'll tell you that this film has been clean from the get-go. Your lawyers looked over the paperwork on it. They thought it was pretty cool. Look, trust me, it's clean.
Okay, well, how clean is clean?
All our financing has been done through Sea Lion Productions in Los Angeles, California, a reputable company.
All right, fine. And who does their financing?
The Clark Bank and Trust.
Was that a real bank?
Yeah. They're as real and rock solid as they come.
Look at the two of you, so worried with a long face. Like, I thank you for the concern. Perhaps you should talk to Jake Harrison, okay? Tell him to stop making trouble. And Megan, I think you need to know something. I am a reputable film producer. I got the credits, I got the awards, I got the points, and I'm not even 30 yet, okay? What do I need with some lowlife like Carlo Hesser?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to ask.
It's okay, darling. You asked, I answered. Is there anything else?
No, nothing else.
Good. Now, can I ask something? Can we please forget about the boyfriends and the mobsters and the jealousy and the rumors and concentrate on what is important, this film, okay?
Right, Chad.
All right. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow on the set. Bye.
Well, are you satisfied now?
Yes, with Chad. Not with Jake, though.
Carlo Hesser's room, please. Mr. Hesser. It's me. No. Shooting schedule's fine. Look, I thought you might want to know what kind of rumor Jake Harrison's been spreading around. He told Megan that, you're bankrolling this film. Whoa, don't yell at me. No, I have no idea how he got the information. The point is, he got it, and he's spreading around for anybody who'll listen, okay? Look, I don't care how much I owe you. I don't have to follow orders like, hello?
Look, Megan, it's been a long day. Let's get out of here.
Well, before we leave, I just have to say something. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to listen to anything you had to say about Jake tonight. And I'm grateful for your honesty, and I'm grateful for your having cleared things up with Chad. What's going on?
I was just thinking, maybe tomorrow I'll take Chad up on his offer to look at the financing of this film.
No, Hunter, I'm sure that Jake was just trying to cause trouble.
Well, it won't hurt to be on the safe side.
Look, you know what I think you need right now? I think you forget about this whole movie, forget about Carlo and everything else.
It's a tall order.
Well, not when you have the know-how. And I know exactly what you need. I'm going to give it to you in private. Damn it.
Ooh. So everything starts with our good old friend, Carlo.
This is too much. A chart for a crime?
I like it.
You said yourself that all these elements were connected, so it makes sense to chart it out somehow.
No matter what it leads back to.
If you're insinuating that my father is in cahoots with Carlo
No, there's no
Hesser-
preconceptions here, Alex, because anybody's name could turn up on that chart.
So let's start with the players that we already know are involved. Chad, okay?
Chad's the producer of Megan's movie, right?
That's right.
How do you know that Chad's involved with Carlo?
Because Carlo paid off all of Chad's gambling debts. Carlo also put the money up for Chad's movie when Hollywood wouldn't even lend him a plug nickel.
And I was in Carlo's suite when a message came over his fax machine from Chad. Now, it definitely proved that Carlo was behind this film.
So Chad's in Carlo's hip pocket. Maybe our search begins and ends with that.
I doubt it, because Chad's a sleaze. As far as Carlo's scheme of things, he's probably nothing more than a hired hand.
Yeah, but this movie definitely comes into play here. It's something integral part of this plan. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something.
So we connect Carlo to the movie. What does that have to do with my father? What do you think you're doing?
There's no preconceptions, Alex. You want him to stop?
No. Absolutely not.
Well, that's it, right, Bob?
That's right.
Are you sure that's it? Are you leaving anything out?
No, it's everything I know.
What about you, Bo? Are you still trying to protect me from anything? That's what I thought.
Look, Alex.
Don't Alex me. It's taken you this much time to even begin to be honest with me, and for all I know, you're still not telling me the truth. So when you can prove these so-called connections, maybe I'll take you seriously.
I'm here.
Jake Harrison. Chad, what can I do for you, pal? You want me to come down to the set. Now, the other day when I was there, you tried your best to get me thrown off. What? No. I'd be more than happy to come down and visit you tomorrow. I'd like to see how you guys make a real movie. Okay, I'll see you then. Yeah, ciao, babe. And it is babe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, the other side makes their move.
No, the other side is setting you up. Jake, there's no way you're going to that set tomorrow.
Oh, I am going to that set tomorrow, Bo. And nobody's gonna stop me. Not you, nobody.
Jake, I know you got guts, and I know you got a brain in there, too, somewhere. Why don't you use it? These people are trying to set a trap for you.
This is the break I've been waiting for, pal.
Oh, hey, Carlo will give you all kinds of breaks. He'll break your arms, your legs, break your neck.
Hey, I've stayed one step ahead of him so far, haven't I?
Yeah, but he only has to catch up with you one time. That's if he hasn't caught up already.
Okay, fine. That's the chance I'm willing to take.
Ah, brother.
No, Bo, listen. I get the opportunity to go back in the studio and snoop around a little bit, do some spying, maybe find out just what a mind-altering drug might have to do with a movie that's being shot.
You get a chance to stick your neck out, too. And you know what? Carlo will chop it off for you. Why don't you just explain to me? What would justify you taking a chance like this? Okay? 2 words? No. Megan Gordon.
You got it. That's right.
Surprise, surprise.
Listen, I can't stop thinking about her, Bo. Day and night.
Jake, I know you're hurting, but it's not going to help you get through this by taking on Carlo Hesser.
Well, I have no choice, actually. Given that, well...
What? No, what? Given that, what? Come on, please. Just
Okay.
help me understand why you take a risk.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat, and I'll tell you about one of the stupidest things I ever did in my life.
I'm glad I saw you outside. I was about to call reinforcements.
It's okay, I'm alone.
Yeah, I certainly can see that. Listen, I hope you don't mind, but, you know, I started to eat, and then I felt bad, so I put the lasagna back in the refrigerator.
Have you spoken to my father, Max?
What are you talking about?
I want the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
I know you know what this is all about.
That obvious, huh? Did you speak to your father?
I saw him. I was about to speak to him, and then I heard this shot, and he ran off.
A shot? Anybody got hurt?
No, I went to run after him and then Bo stopped me.
Well, you know what Bo was trying to do, don't you? I mean, he was trying to protect you.
Oh, I'm sure he was. Is that what you're trying to do, too? Are you part of the conspiracy to babysit Alex while she doesn't skin her knees?
Hey, lighten up, Alex, okay? I mean...
I'm really surprised at you, Max. I thought I could trust you. It's pretty obvious I can't, isn't it?
Dr. Rose, call the office.
What are you doing here?
Paying my respects to Renee before visiting hours are over. But it looks like you're the one who needs the comfort.
Comfort. From you.
Tina, despite our differences, I am human. I really do feel for you.
I don't want your sympathy. I don't want anything from you. I'd just like for you to leave me alone.
That's the trouble, Tina. You've been alone too long. Away from Cord and Vicky and the rest of the Buchanans. And why? Because you're determined to hold on to a child you're in no condition to raise.
My child. Get that through your head, Carlo. It's my child.
Biologically, Tina.
Oh.
But now there are other concerns, and right now you're my primary one. This isolation, this solitude. This is not a way to exist. I mean, it precipitates other things in you. You're attempting to run me down and ending up hurting Renee.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh. And to make matters worse, you're attempting to destroy evidence, making accomplices of Cord and Vicky.
Leave me alone, Carlo. Just leave me alone.
Oh, and now carrying on with this pitiful display of lack of dignity. Oh, Tina, this just won't do. Now, if you can't find this dignity in yourself to pull yourself together, then do it for the baby. You've got to do it for that life that's inside of you, to rise above this melancholia.
Oh, God, you know you're the whole reason that I'm like this. You're the whole reason that my whole life is miserable. And Cord's and Vicky's and Renee's.
No.
And everybody else.
All right, now look, Tina, all right, if you want to delude yourself...
I am not deluding myself. I know who you are. I know what you are. And if you really cared about me and about this baby, then you would just leave me alone.
I'd be more than happy to oblige you. If you mended your ways and did the right thing.
What do you know about the right thing?
By stubbornly refusing to sign the baby over to me, you precipitated Renee's injuries. Yes. By going to the auto body shop and selling the car. You've all but ended Vicky's career. Who's next on your list, Tina? Huh? Who's the next person you're going to hate? Cord, the man you profess to love with all of your heart?
Stop it!
Oh, come, Tina, it's so easy. It is so simple.
Get away from me,
so
please.
simple.
Just get away from me,
Tina,
Carlo.
Really, just so simple. Just so simple.
Please.
Just the stroke of this pen. Just this pen. Just your signature. And you can atone for all of your mistakes. You can return to the loving embrace of your family. Do it, Tina. Do it now. Do it before it's too late, Tina.
I should have known. You lure me to your place to be alone. And why? To feed my face.
Well, hey, even directors have to eat.
Yes, but movie directors do not live by spaghetti alone.
This is not spaghetti, it's
Linguine. Yes.
Perfect, exactly. Where's that from?
The Odd Couple, of course. Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. One of our favorite flicks.
You remembered.
I remember everything.
So, we all set over there? I'm going to be done in a few minutes here.
I've got the wine, the bread, the Parmesan. No, I was just remembering the first time you ever cooked for me in that tiny studio you called an apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And we had pasta that night also.
Yeah, well, I was trying to forget that meal.
Why? It's because you cooked the pasta a little too long in a little bit of water?
Wait a minute. It was the pasta's fault, not mine.
Oh, I see.
It was. We were on a budget. I had to use cheap pasta.
Ah, okay, and that's why it all stuck together. It was a fascinating, tasty treat. I mean, if you don't mind eating your pasta in bite-sized chunks with a knife and fork.
Okay, fine. Laugh all you want. But now, I never make those kind of mistakes. In fact, me and my guests enjoy only the best. The best sauce, the best spaghetti, the best tomato. Get your fingers out of there. See for yourself, Mr. Guthrie. Pasta a la Megan. Go ahead.
Smells good.
Ah, well, don't smell it. Taste it. See how my cooking has improved over the years. Go on, serve it up because I'm starved.
Are you sure?
I like what you did about the health spa, being the masseur and everything. It's kind of wacky.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, I'm not so sure you should have told Megan that Carlo's involved with that movie.
Well, I didn't have much of a choice. You know, I was backed into a corner, so I figured I would just tell her everything. But you could bet that as soon as she left that spa, she went home, or wherever she went with Hunter, that she probably told him everything that I had told her.
Well, this is stalled. Sets off a whole chain reaction now. See? Megan tells Hunter, Hunter tells Chad, Chad tells Carlo. You know, you're going to have a hard time being that trusty son-in-law from now on, too. Carlo was not going to even send you across the street to get a newspaper unless he's got a truck standing by to just run you down.
It's not me that I'm worried about, though. It's Megan.
Megan is not the only one in danger right now. Because if all these connections add up the way that we think they do on this chart, that means a whole lot of people can be affected by all this.
Yeah, well, my #1 priority right now is Megan. I've got to get to her and convince her that I'm the one that's going to play detective. Huh?
You know what you're going to do? You're going to make her even more suspicious. She's going to end up going after Carlo Hesser herself. You want that?
No, of course I don't want that.
Well, then just play it cool, okay? Let's just get some more information. Let's give Carlo a chance to make his next move.
You know, all I intended to do was try to get Megan and me back together again. Instead, I drove her further apart, and I probably put her in danger, too.
Look, did you hear what I just said, though?
Yeah. You said, stay cool.
Yeah. Right. Just don't give up hope, all right? Because after all, if you stop and think about it, things could always get a little worse, couldn't they?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Listen, Alex. I didn't particularly enjoy playing games with you, okay? But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, what you've got to do is be straight with me. That would have been the right thing to do. I know it's difficult for everybody to understand,
Listen,
but...
Bo told me, okay, that if you went after your father, your life would be in danger. And then your father's life would be in danger. Now, what the hell was I supposed to do?
Do I have to remind everybody that I am a trained SAB agent? That I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself?
No one's doubting that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, by treating me like a little schoolgirl who needs to be protected. I have a right to make my own decisions about my life without you or Bo or anybody else's interference.
You're absolutely right. And all I can say is I'm sorry. Okay? Can you accept an apology? Hey, why don't we put this little misunderstanding behind us, huh? There's this wonderful lasagna in the kitchen. And I don't know, maybe you and I can have a wonderful dinner together.
I'm not the least bit hungry, Max.
Okay, well, what about wine?
I want you to go.
You know, it
Right
could
now.
warm you up a little.
No, I just want you to leave, please.
Listen, I said I'm sorry, okay? I don't know what else to do or say. I promise you, I'll try not to play games with you, okay?
I'm not really interested in your promises. It's a little too late. Because of what you and Bo have done, I may never see my father again. Now, good night, please.
Good night.
Why make it hard on yourself and everyone else? Just sign these papers.
No, I won't. Just stop hounding me, okay? Just stop.
Oh, Tina, I have your interests at heart. I'm probably the only friend you have.
Friend? You want to take away my baby? You're not my friend.
No, Tina. Once I have the baby, you'll be relieved of all your burdens, all your problems. And you'll never, ever see me again. Never. Sign it.
Leave her alone.
Now, there's no need to cause a scene here.
I will
Vicky.
do a great deal more than that if you don't get away from my sister. You know something, all this talk of yours about wanting your grandchild, do you have any idea at all what you are doing to that baby by terrorizing Tina this way? Is that what you call love?
Don't you dare lecture me about love or anything else, Madam Mayor. I admired you. I aspire to be what you are. Decent, respectable, legitimate. But you're no different than everyone else. You're a user. You're using your position as mayor as an obstruction so that Tina doesn't have to go to jail. Well, we'll just let the police decide and see how holier than I you really are, Victoria.
Thank you. You've been a really good sport today.
Food wasn't that bad.
I'm not talking about the food. I'm talking about your putting up with my moods and my problems with Jake and my distrusting your honesty.
It's not that much of a chore for me, Megan. You see, working on this picture with you is more than just a job for me. It's the most important thing in my life. It's one of those honest-to-goodness turning points you hear about.
Well, I know how much you've put into this film.
Well, that's only what you can see and read. You can't see inside of me. You can't see all those years I dreamed of this chance. All the peanut butter crackers I lived on. All the buses I took because I couldn't afford a car. All those lousy parts I took and all those lousy features. All of it. Just to get a shot at making this movie a reality.
Means that much to you?
And so do you, Megan. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize either one. You believe me, don't you?
Yes, of course I do.
That's all I need. With you on my side, this dream has to come true.
Put the phone down, Carlo.
You always had a reputation for honesty in government, Vicky. Now let's see you put your money where your mouth is.
I need a little time to work something out.
There's nothing to work out. My deal is still on the table, and it's non-negotiable. Tina signs the adoption papers over to me, or I turn her over to the police.
We can't let him do that.
Oh, don't worry about it, Tina. I'm sure your sister will perjure herself for you to keep you out of jail. Your choice.
Don't you have any human feelings in you?
Yes. the loss of my son, the need for my grandchild, the indignation that rises up in me when I realize there's one form of justice for you and your family and another for me and mine. Oh, no,
please,
Tina,
please.
Tina, no, Tina, there's no need for that now, Tina. I'm giving you a reprieve, Vicky. Time for you to consult your conscience. Your honor or your sister? Sleep well, Vicky.
Oh, Ricky, this is hopeless.
Tina, be quiet.
No, he's got us trapped. Either way, either I go to jail or you get ruined. I don't know. We have to give him what he wants.
No. No.
Oh.
Promised you that he would never get your baby. I intend to keep that promise. Now, you pull yourself together. I'll be back in a moment.
Where are you going?
I have to have a quick word with Renee's doctor, and then I'm coming back here to take you home.
Where's that? Not much. But enough. Yes, hi. I would like to make a reservation, please. That depends. How far can I go for $400?